journey to where nature is at her most magnificent and forbidding. To mysterious places where dazzling and diverse cultures flourish. Where China's numerous ethnic groups draw you into a world of color and vibrancy. Where distinct lifestyles, traditions, and crafts have survived the test of time. Join Travelogue on its 17-part Ethnic Odyssey, visiting more than 100 places across China. Ethnic Odyssey, an enlightened look at China's rich ethnic heritage.
Variety of its landscape and diversity of its people. Welcome to Travelogue's Ethnic Minority Special. And you know, among the beautiful songs, the amazing scenery, and the Dong village, we are in Guizhou to learn about these unique peoples. So I'm Yin, and come with us as we welcome you into Guizhou. Cheers.
Nestled among the mountains of Guizhou, we find countless villages that are home to the vast majority of the Dong ethnic group. Under these black-tiled roofs live a people who have preserved their unique traditions from over 2,000 years ago. Their home, Guizhou, is a multi-ethnic province in southwest China. We will travel through the area of mountains and hills to the Dong villages of Liping. The Dong are said to have three treasures. One is their drum towers, another their wind and rain bridges, and the third is the Dong chorus. Music and song are an important and omnipresent component of Dong culture. People are likely to burst into song while working in the fields or doing housework, as well as on special occasions. According to tradition, important guests must be greeted in song. That makes a Dong village a rather lively place. The warmest welcome is a greeting with music and homemade rice wine. You can't have one without the other, so get ready to drink up.
There's a blockade of people in my way from getting into the village here, but I'm going to cross anyway. 过去吗？怎么不能过去啊？怎么能过去？
在跟我们对歌。
对歌 ，so I have to sing with them. 该我了吗 ？Mary had a little lamb, little lamb.
要喝酒。
然后还没有成。能过了吗 ？So now I can cross because I've drank. 能过了吗？能过去了啊！
Zhaoxing is divided into 5 sections. Each is denoted by a single character, meaning benevolence, justice, courtesy, wisdom, and faith. Each section is occupied by a distinct community with its own drum tower. Their drum tower, so the Dong believe, is an auspicious building that protects them. It's built in an octagonal shape and decorated with carved dragons, phoenixes, flowers, and birds. The drum tower is a symbol of the village and a reflection of the craftsmanship of the people living there. When the village is built, the most skilled villagers get together to build the drum tower. They design it in their heads without the aid of pen or paper. And most incredible of all, not a single nail is ever used in the drum tower.
there's a play going on. You know, in the Drum Tower area, besides being a meeting place for the officials and for others to discuss affairs, also became a place for entertainment. So if you come just at the right time, you just might be able to catch the typical Dong opera.
Dong opera has a long history, and it's closely associated with the people's lives. Music and song are an important means by which these people express themselves, and their history has been handed on from one generation to the next orally. All the performers here are local amateurs, and they perform to entertain others as well as themselves. Remembering the lyrics can be difficult, so the backstage prompt has a vital role to play.
Hey, it's the Drum Tower behind me. And you know, these Dong villages are amongst very natural landscape. Like over here, you see? You can find nice, clear flowing waters, and over there, the Wind and Rain Bridge. This is one of the most characteristic of the local Dong village. And my favorite, amongst the grand landscape over here, you have some wooden houses and hills and big mountains in the back. But you know what to make things better is the fact that I actually am staying here tonight. I'll see you later. Not bad. Simple, clean. I can stay here for tonight. Ooh. Wow, look at that scenery. It appears like I have some neighbors up around me as well. Actually, many people decide to stay for more than just a few days to experience the real Dong life. And you know, even the chef, I heard, is not employed by this apartment. Rather, it's just the local guest, whoever wants to come out and show off their skills. I can enjoy this for a few more days.
At night, we see another side of Zhaoxing village. Although traditional culture is preserved here, it's also a place mixing past and present. In this quaint bar, in this old village, the furnishings and music are ethnically Dong, but the people are from every corner of the world. The wine, the mystical lights, it's an exotic blend of artistic creativity. Dong people typically build their villages on rivers, so bridges are essential. Every village, whether it's large or small, needs these special structures known as wind and rain bridges. We take a trip to a village called Sijai to visit one particularly beautiful bridge. The bridges are sometimes known as flower bridges because of the exquisite sculptures and frescoes that cover them. The longest bridges, which are over 76 meters, are like huge dragons stretching across the water. And there's nothing like sitting on a bridge on a sunny day and chatting with a few new friends.
The Wind and Rain Bridge is the most characteristic structure here in the Dong village. And they're called so because, you see this roof here, it protects you from the rain and from the wind, obviously. And besides serving as just the bridge, it also is a form of art. If you look over here, you see this is a picture of the local people going about their daily lives. They have umbrellas in their hands, but I guess it was before they had the Wind and the Rain Bridge. Over here, you can also see a different sight. You see, the man and the woman are under the tree near the bridge, and you see the man is playing a local instrument and courting the female. So the bridge here served as a place for hot dates. You know what I mean? Over there, same thing.
The young men and women gather on the bridge to sing to each other. In their songs, they quite openly express their emotions and feelings. Feeling shy? Well, here, dating is not just a two-person deal. Instead, both parties bring their friends. The sound of such beautiful voices echoes in the mountains. Next, we're on the road to Huanggang, where shelter is provided by wooded mountains above meandering streams. Here we can find the most pristine of Dong ethnic culture. Although the journey has plenty of natural barriers, it's certainly worth all the effort. You can see transportation across Guizhou is becoming more convenient these days. However, places like Huanggang still retain their air of mystery. Guizhou, the home of the Dong people, remains largely a hidden treasure compared to its neighbors Yunnan and Sichuan, both of which are top tourist destinations. And of all the places in Guizhou, there are few more remote than Huanggang, which is unlisted in guidebooks and on most websites. Because of its relative geographical isolation of China's southwest, the Dong people have had little contact with the outside world. Thus, Huanggang preserves the age-old traditions of this little-known ethnic group, whose history dates back to the Qin and Han dynasties over 2,000 years ago. The people here are superb musicians, fabric makers, and architects who spend their entire lives in the village.
Say something.
In this remote location, it's no surprise to find that animistic religious beliefs and practices are still alive and thriving. People believe in the existence of benevolent and malevolent spirits in nature. Rocks, rivers, mountains, bridges all have spiritual significance and are considered holy. The small village of just a few dirt roads is a place with unique charm and wholly different from anything I've ever seen before. Nowadays, most cultures pass down their traditions and history in a written language, in other words, in books. But what the Dong people pass down from one generation to the next is songs. In the areas where the Dong live, no one is more respected than a fine singer. A good voice is a sign of intelligence and wisdom. In fact, the singers are the local historians, like living encyclopedias.
I heard from the locals that there would be a grand song lesson right here today, so I decided to check it out myself. And to my surprise, it's little youngsters that are taking lessons. Take a look.
Since childhood, the Dong learn to sing the special songs of their people. This is an essential part of their education. The songs are a part of their heritage that reminds them of their past, and in doing so, gives them direction for the future. And the formal arena for performing songs in the village is the drum tower. Families, even entire villages, sing together, particularly on festive occasions like holidays and weddings, and to welcome guests. The most popular form of the song is the grand song. This is generally a narrative, whose major themes range from love stories to episodes from history, and even lessons in morality. It is only only by listening to the grand song that we begin to understand the beauty of Dong culture. And the men and women sing together in harmony, capture the sense of unity in the village. The drum tower is seen as the center of the village, and the tower gets its name from the drum hanging from the ceiling, which is beaten to summon people together. The ground floor serves as a public hall for meetings, social gatherings, and even recreation. So important is the drum tower that when a village is first being built, it's the first building to be erected. The drum tower's value is partly symbolic, but it's also practical. The head of the village is in charge of the drum. If the drum is beaten, everyone will gather at the tower. Benches are set up and the tower is a place to discuss community affairs, rather like a town hall. And traditionally, meetings are attended exclusively by the men. It looks like something big will happen today, as all the men have arrived. Maybe there will be some important guests at the village.
So as a local villager in my local gear, as you can see, I'm ready to greet the new guests into the village. And you see, to be a new guest into the village, you have to first pass this blockade here. And how do you do that? Well, you have to either drink or sing. Let's see which one we will choose.
Indeed, it's a really festive occasion. All the villagers are ready, and everyone is dressed in their finest, from the elderly to women and children. From their costumes, we can tell how diligent all the women in the village are, and how creative an artist she is. One of the criteria a Dong man looks for a prospective wife is her proficiency in embroidery, dyeing, and weaving.
And the alcohol begins. Nobody is off the hook, and this is the warmest greeting we could possibly give. Doing bounce city, bounce city, bounce. There's a special ceremony for all the VIP, the people who make special contributions to the village. And what happens is you sit on this sedan chair and they bounce you up and down into the village. Once you get to the main gate, they make you drink. And if you don't, you can't get in. Bounce.
Typically, the ceremonies are held for the town elders who have made a great contribution to the village, or for people from other villages who visit, like the crew of CCTV International's Travelogue. The ceremony expresses thanks to these people. It's certainly the warmest welcome I've ever received. It's amazing. The ceremony is no less impressive than a walk on the red carpet. And what better way to honor guests than with an evening feast, which is also held in the Drum Tower. The local food tends to be salty and rather sour, with a staple of glutinous rice. Dinner is a communal activity with the entire village sitting together near the benches.
Usually at one of these gatherings, people can't start eating until the elders of the village have started. And I think they have. So we're going to get to start eating now. But you know, the chopsticks are only used for the vegetables. The main course, the rice here, you have to use your hands. Like that.
Oh.
Although the flavor of the food is not something I'm used to, the lively spirit of the community is something I can truly appreciate. For the Dong, nothing goes better with a good meal than a good drink. Most men here are very fond of a drink, and they make their own rice wine. Flavor is pretty strong, as if it's richly filled with emotion. At the dinner table, you can sense the warmth and passion of their nature. Once again, of course, they're singing, the chance to reveal their innermost feelings. They believe here that rice is for the body and song is for the soul. Surrounded by their cheerful songs and heartwarming smiles, I truly feel like I'm amongst the most pure-hearted of company. Although we are from seemingly different worlds, tonight we are one.
This is just the first cup.
Drinking culture is of key importance to the Dong people. It's a symbol of their hospitality. I'm not a big drinker, but you simply can't refuse these people.
I have no choice. See you tomorrow morning. At the end of the day, the sun sets down, everything quiets, and people return home to those villages on top of the mountains, hidden away from the modern world. And although most people never really get to learn about the Dong people, I hope you got to see just a small glimpse on today's travelogue. I'm Yen, and see you next time.
On the next episode of Travelogue, you'll be amazed at the brilliant colors of the Miao people of Guizhou. Right on Sisters Festival, the most exciting time of year.